Matt and Hamish here from Australian Home Brewing.
Hey guys.
Coming straight from you from the HB warehouse, and we've got a few things to show you today. So we'll get started off with a little bit of a tasting.
But just before we go, we're going to do 3 videos here. So we're going to do 3 short ones. So once you've watched one, go ahead and watch the other one. And they're going to be short and sweet, but we're going to have some fun with it. Okay,
cool.
Go for it.
Okay, so here we got the Bohemian Pilsner and a Scotch Brown Ale I made in our new Tapa Draft system. You've seen a bit about the Bohemian Pilsner online. We've done a few recipes on it and done a brief how-to video.
So we're going to taste it for the first time.
So we're going to taste it, but Hamish might want to tell you a little bit about the new Tapa Draft system before we get going.
Okay, well, why don't you pour us a glass, and basically it's a 5-litre system, and it's powered by 2 8-gram soda bulbs, and this is fantastic. Oh, and it also creates fantastic head on your beer. Check that out. That's a blooper, isn't it? No, the Tapa Draft it's designed so you can keg your beer without having all the equipment, and you can just stick it in a regular fridge next to your milk or whatever it is that you've got in your regular fridge. And you've got tap beer right there. I mean, look at that. That's a perfect pour.
I think I might need a...
I'm not sure about your head on that one.
Give me a second. I'll be right back.
Okay, so while he's getting rid of the head, I'm going to have a taste of his Scotch Brown Ale. And this was bottled on the Tapa Draft on the 6th, so what? About 1 month it's been in there. So we're July now, and it's about a month. So we're going to have a little taste of this. Matty, can you tell us about the Scotch Brown Ale?
So the Scotch Brown Ale has some lovely copper colours into it. It's a nice brown colour and copper. So I've used the British Series Nut Brown Ale along with an Ultra Light, which we've had in a few of our videos, by Black Rock. And it focuses more on the malty, grainy flavours and less on the hoppy side. So we've done a little bit of a mini mash there with some black grain, some chocolate grain, and some amber grain.
It is absolutely sensational.
Yeah, I'm quite happy with it. And we've got some...
Is it high in alcohol?
It's about 6 or 7, maybe 8.
6 or 7, maybe 8.
Yeah,
like approximately. It actually, it's really coming through, and it's massive on the tongue.
Yeah, it's
massive.
Fantastic. And it's lightly hopped with some East Kent Goldings, so I'm quite a big fan of... you get a bit of bitterness from the roasty malts as well.
But so you haven't gone massive on the hops, but you've gone massive on the malt.
I've gone massive on the malt in that one, so that's a good winter one.
Oh, okay. We just have one more quick. Have a look in the sun here, Adrian. Check that out. That's like it's a copper. It's a dark brown copper, but it's not a black beer by any stretch of the imagination. And it's rich and creamy and big, and that is delicious. We are going to absolutely bring that on board as a recipe pack. So look out for that one. So that's the Scotch Brown Ale, Matty's Scotch Brown Ale.
Scotch Brown Ale, yeah.
What's next?
Next is the Bohemian Pilsner that you spoke about and introduced a few weeks ago, probably months now, and also the short video on how to make it. So that's just a nice light summer beer. It'd be great if you could get one on now and hang on to it till spring.
Okay, so we've had that in here for about 5 weeks.
About 5 weeks.
But one thing I can tell you about this Tapa Draft system is really you can actually drink it up for 3 days. Of course, you've got an opinion that even in a keg, it probably needs to age a little bit longer. Could you let us know about that?
Yeah, I definitely like to age beers better. You know, the longer you leave them, the better they get. There's some quite advanced chemistry that goes on there, and some high energy reactions that take a while for things to start changing. So you can definitely drink it, but it can only get better with time.
What do you think is an ideal time in one of these units to actually drink the beer?
As such, I always say about 4 weeks, but like you said, with the forced carbonation in these units, it is good to go after a few days. So, but always, my rule is always the longer the better.
It is.
Patience is key.
I guess it's not like. Oh, sorry, I've been talking over top of you. I guess it's not like in a bottle where you can actually age it for a year or 2 years. But in this gear, if you've got it, you can drink it in 3 days, but you might want to say wait 4 weeks, which is not very long to wait to get fantastic draft beer. And look, it's clear. Can we just have another look at that up against the sun? Look at the golden colour of that baby and the bubbles. Can you? I don't know. Hopefully you can see the bubbles on the camera. Not sure if you can. They're tight. They're tiny, and it's fully gassed. Probably that's why it had such a nice big head when we poured it. All right, I'm just going to have a quick taste.
There, go for it.
I mean, once again, for a Pils, I mean, it's absolutely big on the malt. It's quite, it's really rich and full bodied, and it does have a bite to it. It's not a bitterness, but there's absolutely a bite to it.
Yeah, there's a good bit of Stars hops in there.
Can you have a taste? Tell me what you think. I'm really happy with that too. I mean, it's just a very easy beer to make, and it's got beautiful fresh sour hops in there.
Definitely well balanced. So if you've got something that you want to be popular with all your mates, and it's really easy to drink, that's definitely one of those to stick on that list.
Okay, so maybe before we go, just one more quick close-up of the fabulous Tapa Draft system, soon to be released, and one for every home in Australia. That's our aim. So the Tapa Draft Bohemian Pilsner and the Scotch Brown Ale. And any last words before we go?
Well, I think perhaps I would say with having used the system for the first time and being a bit of the guinea pig with this, absolutely awesome. I didn't expect so much out of such a small little compact system. So I mean, if you've got a fridge and you've got a Tapa Draft, there's no excuse not to be making your own beer. Yeah,
and they're going to be cheap and affordable. And then make sure you watch the next video, because we're going to fill these 2 bottles here. We're going to fill those 2 bottles with this new beer here, and I'm hoping to do it in under 3 minutes. Alright, see you guys later. Cheers.